What's up, YouTube? This is Vernacular TV. If you like the content that I'm producing, please like the video, post a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Today, I would like to have a discussion about hip hop and the industry. This conception of hip hop came about when I was watching the late great rapper DMX. He was doing it on Def Poetry Jam, and he discussed hip hop and the industry. Hip hop and the industry. This industry is driving black magic, black pain, black struggle, the music, the rhythm, the dance, the beats, hip hop and the industry. The holders of capital, the money drivers that drive hip hop and the type of content and the direction in which they want to push hip hop, the content that is being produced, majority of it is to the detriment of the black family, of the young black male, of the black youth. There is artists out there in the game of hip hop and within the industry that may be allowed to produce artistic value work that enhance and uplift the black community. But majority of the content that is being produced is to the detriment of the black family and the young black youth. As a young man growing up in the ghetto, migrating to this country and moving to the ghetto, I learned the survival ways in order to make it out of there, out of the ghetto. Hip hop drove the culture. Hip hop drove the culture. Hip hop set the barometer as to the behavior pattern on the mass level, on the media level. Because hip hop created this perception globally of what the young black male is. Hip hop is a beautiful music. It is. It's the struggle of the young inner city, young African American youth. But the holders of capital and the content that they are producing and the drive in which they are driving this thing called hip hop is to the detriment of the young black male. As we see all around the nation, all these high profile rappers has been getting indicted. The rapper Young Thug in Atlanta, Georgia, he got indicted on 56 count. A RICO charge been brought onto this brother. Hip hop and the holders of capital will allow many things to take place that is to the detriment of the black community and the black family. The holders of capital are pumping the money into hip hop to produce these kind of decadent content because they know as long as you keep the black youth, as long as you keep black people mind occupied in this Roman circus, as long as you keep their mind occupied, they will never think about what's going on in the real system, within the real economic system, within the global system. Hip hop is a phenomenal music. It's a part of my life. But I'm going to tell you something. Clean up your mental diet. If it's just all about killing and violence and disrespect and beating down one another and degrading one another, clean up your mental diet. Cleanse yourself of some of this content, and you will see, you will feel better. You will feel better. The gang violence is out of epic proportion right now. In New York, you can see the mayor over there, Eric Adams, he bringing by the task force or stopping Fritz, you know. Is it justifiable? Absolutely not. But Eric Holder got to do a job. He got to do a job. He's the mayor of New York. He got to do a big job. You understand? Young Thug got indicted in Fulton County in Atlanta, Georgia on RICO charge. They're alleging that some of his content, his musical content, his lyrics, alleging that it indicate murder, it indicate, you know, they got him on wiretap. That's another thing you got to understand. We are living in a surveillance state. You understand? Everything is being surveilled. Penny octave views. Eyes all in the sky. Now the government thinking that they got. The government got information on everybody. Everybody's being watched. Your phone, everything is being watched. Ever since 9/11, you understand? I mean, privacy is no longer exists. Plus, these companies want to sell you stuff, so they got to know what you're doing, your behavior pattern. But hip hop, the content that is being produced in mass number by many of the new artists, all these new artists, is nothing but gang violence. The old artists from the past, the 90s and the early 2000s, they rap about gangsterism. They rap about the same thing. Absolutely. But this is a different time in the sense that civilians, you are living in a civilian state. You flashing everything you got on IG, on Facebook, on Instagram. The government watching. The government watching. The holders of capital going to continue to give you money to promote this foolery, to promote this foolishness, to kill off one another. The prison is being filled. You understand? I heard a young rapper in New York say he been in jail for 3 months. His gang forgot about him. This gang violence stuff is destroying the young black male future. You understand? You got to understand we are in a war. We're in a mental war. You are literally a prisoner of war. You are in a mental war as well with yourself. You don't like yourself. You in a disagreement with yourself. You understand? Cleanse your mental state of some of this decadence. Cleanse your mental state. Get yourself a new diet, new mental diet. You understand? Because the holders of capital are pushing stuff that is detrimental to our family. It's detrimental to our survival. My little nephew told me in the school that he's in, the gang violence, said everybody in the school in the gang. It's real stuff. Hip hop drive this culture. I'm not saying this culture of gang violence doesn't exist outside of hip hop, but hip hop blow it up to an epic proportion. When you see the biggest artists doing all the gang activity, doing all the gang sign, the young boys love that stuff. That's what they want to be. The young girls want to be the little thoughts on the video. You know, they want to be those women who behaving in a way that is not conducive to the outlook of black women. The gang violence is serious stuff, man. All these rappers becoming indicted because the police, the feds, all these people are watching. You are living in a surveillance state. You telling on yourself. You think you're doing it subliminally through your raps. You understand? You committing crimes with your phone. They're tracking your phone. They're tracking you what's over there in that area. You understand what I'm saying? We are living in a surveillance state. Everything is being surveilled. Everything is being surveilled. So you got to move smartly, you know. These rappers telling on themselves, basically, you know, the white folks just laughing like, these niggas, we get in the money, we take it back from them. These niggas, we get in the money, we take it back from them. You know, how many black celebrities leave this business clean with their money? Or not dead, like the dude, you know, or not dead like Michael Jackson or Prince, all these suspicious dying, you know what I'm saying, because people want some of the wealth that they had, want some of the asset that they had, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop is some beautiful music, man. I love it. I love hip hop. You know, hip hop changed my life. I love hip hop. But if you don't want to have an honest conversation, that some of this content that is being pumped constantly to our children is to the detriment to the black family, and continue to purchase this music, continue to put your interest into things that is not conducive to our survival. Hip hop and the holders of capital, they are driving all these young black boys to be going to jail, thinking jail is cool. You understand? Gang sign. Be a father to your children, man. Be a mother to your children. You're in a war. Your children are here in the wilderness. I love hip hop, man, but you got to have frank conversation. You know? You got to have frank conversation about our survival. This is survival of the fittest, manifest destiny. You understand what I'm saying? So don't think I'm knocking hip hop. I'm some kind of, some dudes just talking about hip hop. Nah. Hip hop is a beautiful thing. But this culture is driving up off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? We got to return to another direction of positivity, of uplifting, of developing ourselves and developing our mind. No other genre of music people talk about killing their own kinds and people love it. You hear people rapping about, I kill a white man, got a Glock, pull the trigger, kill a white man, Asian man, kill a Chinese man, kill everybody. Ooh, nobody don't rap about that stuff. But we rap about killing niggas all the time. The video is showing us killing niggas. It's just like it primitive in our mind. You understand what I'm saying? I love hip hop because we are hip hop. You understand? It tells the story of black journey in America about the youth. Since the 80s, it goes back even to the 1920s and 30s with the Harlem Renaissance, within the Speakeasy, Langston Hughes, Duke Ellington, music transcend, and this music of hip hop and black art, black magic have transcended America image to the globe. Black Americans and their art and their magic has transcended America to the world. Post-World War II. Don't argue me. These are your greatest ambassador to the world. Their gifts and the magic have transcended your image.